Hey, welcome, Jay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, man, welcome to On the Swivel at the Sportsbar. I'm Payne here. Hey, it's season 1, episode 39, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, so how's it going?
Okay.
All right, man. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah.
You know, so, hey, listen, man, we're still in the dog days of summer. So we're waiting for some good fireworks to start next week. But there's some sports going on. So we can't deny that.
That's right.
Yeah, anyway, so just my disclaimer, I'm going to use some videos and stuff from other content creators. So just got to say fair use. And I'll be putting their links in the description when I'm finished.
All right.
Anyway, welcome aboard again. I'm going to switch these slides to the brief before that other one. Anyway, man, let's talk U.S. Open, man. It started.
Yeah.
Have you been watching any of it?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I've seen quite a few games. Yeah, they've been all pretty good.
Yeah, so I missed Coco Gauff. I know she won her first round. You know,
Yeah,
so
I saw that. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah. So how she look?
Good.
Well, you know, 'cause I like to, I really get into it like in the quarterfinals. You know, but their brother man from America is pretty good, man. They just got to get deeper into the tournament.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, so they're on home cooking now, man. So, so at least we got something to look at. You know, it's going to compete with a little football next week, but that's okay. You know, so anything up for the holiday? Just chilling.
No, just chilling. Last weekend, my daughter and I went down to North Carolina to visit family.
Okay, that's cool.
So yeah, and no plans right now for the holiday.
Yeah, I don't have any plans, so I'll just be chilling myself. Maybe I'll grill some stuff, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Other than that, me and the wife, we were out for our anniversary last week, so.
Okay.
Yeah, man, we just chilled out for like 4 or 5 days, man. It was cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Nice. So football, man. We got football next week. And, so let's talk, man. So I had these last week, but there was nobody around. But here's the first game, on the 5th to open the season. I think this is a big one. I mean, it's a first game, right? So it's hard to say, oh, man, this is a critical game. But isn't it about time Lamar get over the hump? Because the regular season he's cool, but you know what, man? If you come out with a victory over Patrick Mahomes in the first game, that's critical. So that should be an interesting game. Now remember, the Ravens got the running back from the Titans, so that might change the game a little bit. I know he's still got some steam left. What's that guy's? Oh man, I know his name. But the big bruiser, man.
Jamar.
No. Remember he got from the Titans. Oh man, what is that? I picked him on my I'm getting old, man. I just picked him on my fantasy team. So that was going to bother me. But anyway, so they got the running game should be intact. Now, all you got to do is, hit some clutch. You just got to do some stuff in the clutch.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You got to be clutch because with Patrick, you can't. The game ain't over until the damn 60-minute mark.
Yeah, that's right.
So that should be a good game to start. Open the season, it should be a real good game. So I would imagine NFL is going to do some really great numbers. And then the next game is the Packers against the Eagles.
Right.
And man, here's the first opening 2 games, just like the championship games, are all black quarterbacks.
Right.
Or at least half black. Whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
The first 2 games this season, man. You know what? We got to get over the narrative about black quarterbacks now, man. It's just all over the place. So everybody's getting a fair shake, man. If you ask me now, just got to win. Just got to win. And the next one, I just picked out one from Sunday, and that's Dak Prescott against my man Deshaun Watson.
Okay.
And Watson has a lot to prove. He has a lot to prove. I mean, the Texans gave up. I mean, the Browns gave up a lot just to get him and pay him.
That's right.
They gave up. They did. I think their trade was just as bad as the Herschel Walker trade. Just a smidge better, but but still bad for the Browns. They gave up everything.
Right.
So here's Dak Prescott. He wants the big money on the next contract. Him just like Lamar Jackson. Nobody cares what you do in the regular season per se. It's what you do in the playoffs. That's where you make your money.
That's right.
So he only has 2 playoff wins. So in this link here, I think I have that up. Hold on, let me stop sharing for a second. There's my cursor. I'm gonna stop sharing this. I want to show you something that I have here. Do I have this? Where's that damn link at? Maybe I can find it. Nope, can't find it there. I have a link that, here it is. Let me share this. Let me share. Do you see this?
Yeah.
These are betting odds.
Okay.
Betting odds. So if you was a betting man, this is how it starts out at the beginning. So of course, Kansas City's, you put down 500 to win $1, I think. I don't know how much. I think it's to win 100. I think it's put down. You got to put down 500 to win 100. Right. So something like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no, I'm sorry. It's 500 to 1. You put down $1, you'll win 500 because this is the beginning of the season. But they got the best odds. That still sounds like a great bet, right? Right? If I could put down $1 and win $500.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Shit, man. You know what? Yeah, I gotta be reading that wrong, but I don't think I am. Just because if you look at the long shots, like the Giants, it's like 15,000 to 1. So, and that's how the chances they're going to win. It's 15,000 to 1. So even though Kansas City's great, the chances of winning is still 500 to 1.
So that's the preseason. So like I guess during the season.
Go ahead.
Yeah, for the over the whole season.
That's over the whole season. So this is to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
This is to win the Super Bowl. So even though they're favored, it's still a long shot because a lot of teams are favored during the year. They still something happens, the quarterback back get hurt, something happened, they don't win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So man, I need to go throw some money out there, man.
Yeah, I tell you, if you got lucky,
$10, they could put $10 on it.
Yeah.
I gotta find some place where I can put. Can I bet this? And this thing is a betting site. I might have to look at that. I gotta understand what I'm really doing. Is it 500 to 1 really? So because I could put $10 on them and $10 on the 49ers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Man, I think those numbers are high, man. Shoot. Anyway, put $1,000 on those damn guys, man. Forget it. Anyway, but that's that, man. The betting odds are there, man. Shoot, Denver Broncos is dead last at 30,000 to 1. So I just wanted to show that because it's kind of interesting to look at those odds. I never looked at them before, but
Yeah.
it's very tough. It just tells you that it's very tough to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Even if you're the best team going in, it's tough to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yep. It's as simple as that. I mean, you can't deny it.
It is. It definitely is.
Yeah. So, well, we learned something. All right. So that's that. So what else we have going on? Basketball. All right. Guess what, man? DeMarcus Cousins still ain't giving it up, brother. He's still playing, but he's playing 3-on-3 for a Chinese team.
Okay.
So this whole the big three. There's a big league in China, the Big Three Tour of FIBA, which is the world, which actually is international.
Yeah.
Right. So, I don't know whether they're copying Ice Cube, or he got that idea from them to do it, here in the United States, so we could compete. So I don't know which way it is, because I wasn't familiar with the 3-on-3 tour for FIBA. I don't know how new that is, but I would imagine it might be older than the Big Three.
Yeah. Yeah, I would think so. I don't know myself.
Anyway, so DeMarcus Cousins still hasn't given it up. So unfortunate for him, he got hurt at the wrong time before he, made the real mega contracts.
Yeah.
But, let's not cry for him because he's still rich. Zion Williamson, weight transformation.
Yeah.
I got the sound on. Look at him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was. Yeah.
Oh, you don't believe it, huh?
No. I don't believe it. No, I believe it. I just,
look at him here. Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. No. I believe it. No, he did. He did his weight, which is good. I mean,
man, he was having a pretty good playoff season before right in the critical game.
Right.
He pulled that hammy. I don't know if it's weight. I just think it could be what he's eating, and he's got to do some stretching. He got to do something.
Right.
Because pulling a muscle ain't necessarily weight related.
Right.
Not necessarily. And you could pull a muscle even if you slim. So let's see how the team does, man. Because he was still playing some good ball last year.
Right.
So anyway, WNBA tour. So I don't have much this because it's like I said, the dog days. All right, so let me ask you a question. We can talk about this one.
Right.
All right, so we know about the Rookie of the Year battle between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, right? Let me ask you this question: do you think who's going to win is drawn along racial lines?
Is drawn along racial lines?
Yeah. Do you white people for Caitlin, black people for Angel Reese?
Oh yeah.
Right, with a little bit of crossover, right? With a little, especially with swoops.
I agree. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, I mean, but listen. Okay, so what do you value more? Do you value the fact that she's missing shots and for a lot and getting her own rebound? She is, even if she wasn't doing that, she would probably still be a rebound leader this year. Is that more beneficial to a team than assists, making your other teammates better? Because that's really what it comes down to. Plus, Caitlin can shoot a little bit better, but she has a record number of turnovers.
Yeah.
And her record for a team, record with Rookie of the Year, your team record, shouldn't matter as much. I know it doesn't matter that much in the NBA. So, but what do you value more, the rebounds or the assists?
I guess
because
that's a good one. Rebounds or assist.
That's what it's going to come down to, right?
Maybe. Man, I don't know, man.
See, there you go, man. So now
I don't know.
So it's going to be tough now. So let me ask you this question: do you think it will be a cop out if they do co-rookie of the year?
Yeah, that probably. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it just probably should be one or the other. I don't think they need to do a co. But I mean, if they did it, so be it. But
yeah, but it'll be a cop out, right? Because they don't. It would really be a cop out. Get your asses in the room, put stuff up on the board, and make a decision and take the heat that goes with it.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Because if they do a code, even though some people end up, saying that compromise was good, but it's still a cop out.
Yeah, I agree.
It's still a cop out. But you know what? There is some crossover in terms of some white folks saying, what Angel is doing, and some black folks saying what Caitlin is doing. I would probably give the nod to Caitlin because I think assists make the teammates around you better if you can get them the ball where they're used to shooting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the vast amount of rebounds that Angel is getting, because double-doubles almost don't mean anything in terms of does it help your team win? Because her team they're standing behind the Fever around about 2 or 3 games. Mm-hmm. But they're still in the playoff hunt, though. So this should be an interesting thing. So here's the daggone schedule. The first 3 teams already clinched the playoff spot.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So at 7 is Indiana, and at 8 is Chicago, and that's Angel Reese. Caitlin Clark at 7, Angel Reese at 8, and I think that the 8 teams make the playoffs.
Okay.
So I think that just in conversation's sake, I believe that both ladies, nothing comes close to the marketing of Caitlin Clark in terms of what she's done for the WNBA in terms of eyes and butts in the seat. But I think Angel Reese has also changed the culture as well because she's a pure diva, a heterosexual diva fashionista, and people like looking at her.
Yeah.
When she comes in with her, she's taking pictures like she's on a runway to the games. And I think people say now all the women. I think more of the women are starting to dress better when they come to the games because of her. Even the butchy ones. Mm-hmm. They might have Timberlands on, but you might be rocking Timberlands, but they still trying to make it match. Call me dad. Call me dad. Jesus Christ, you get 2 people in the seats because of that. All right, so we know that Div Wack won the championship for the Big 3, so we have nothing to say there. Right. I actually have a baseball one.
Okay.
But I had to do something for baseball, man. I don't have a big slide deck today. We could just kind of chop it up. But this is one of the best slides I've ever seen. You got to see a third time of seats that his hand got on the bag. Did you see it? Did you catch it?
No.
You got to look closely. The third time is the best one. That's a serious slide. That last one, his hand got on it. Man, that was slick. And just the way he popped up.
Yeah.
Underneath the tag, hit the bag, and just got back on his feet. That was a great slide, man. They need to teach NFL quarterbacks how to slide like that. Because I have Trey Ferg here. I got Coach Ferg, man. What's going on, Coach Ferg? What's happening? How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Trey Ferg, you on mute, man. How you doing?
What's up, man? I'm just out here practicing.
Oh, man, you got disconnected. Oh, man, you could connect back. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, man.
Oh,
What's
okay.
going
Yeah,
on?
yeah. Oh, I'm just chilling, man, out here at practice. Y'all ready? Hold on. Give me a whistle.
Oh,
Nope.
you on the sidelines?
No, we are teaching field goal, kick, extra point. Yeah. So yeah,
So,
man. Yeah, man. I'm just chiming in, man.
all right,
Supporting.
cool. Yeah, cool, man. We this is a short one today, man. He just keep getting disconnected. Anyway, that's cool. I could, you're gonna keep getting disconnected. Anyway, all right, so he's back. So anyway, so anything else? This is my last thing. I don't have that much today, but we can go back through some. So Stephen A goes on this rant. I think this is a good one. That's a couple of minutes long. I'm gonna just play it.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
I don't know if you saw that one.
Uh,
Commercial. I got to cut the commercial on, and I got to put the sound on. What's the sound?
You got it. Yeah, it's good.
Let me try this because I got to get the sound in here. I don't know why the sound ain't on. Do we keep trying? All right. Now, here it is.
A few months ago, who will remain nameless. And he said to me, Adam, I'm really sick and tired of what they've done with the quarterback market. He said there's so many different positions on the field. We know we're in a hard cap league.
Hey, my man, clean.
That you got these players.
Yeah.
He's clean as hell right there, man. He's clean. I like that get up, man. Shoot. I wonder if a fat guy could wear that. I think I look good in that suit.
Play the quarterback position because it gets in the way of the kind of earning potential that we can get. Now, if you're talking about Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, somebody, Lamar Jackson, somebody like that, that's different. But by and large, most of the league isn't made up of quarterbacks like that, and it hurts us. What do you feel about that? Are they right when they say that and they feel that way, Adam Schefter?
I would not be in that camp.
Okay.
And I would say that quarterback is the most important position in football. And yes, there are other valuable positions. Left tackle is incredibly important. Wide receiver is incredibly important. Pass rusher is incredibly important. Cornerback, incredibly important. There are a lot of people that deserve to be paid. But the quarterbacks are the most important guys. And Stephen A., you know this very well. The top people get paid. The best people in their field get paid top dollar, right?
Yes, sir. I don't agree with that. I don't disagree with that. Not one second. I know.
You should make everything you can make because quarterbacks, you are a quarterback in its own way, should make everything that they can. So just because you make more, that means it's less. Well, that's what you deserve. All
right, so let me stop right there, gentlemen. So do y'all agree with the assessment that the quarterback, we know he's the most important player on the field, but do you guys agree that they should be sucking the whole damn, what percentage of the salary cap? They're like almost 30%? Anybody? They're up there.
Yeah.
So the quarterbacks are up there. So a lot of time you pay the quarterback, you got to let go of a few star players just to keep the quarterback, and then hopefully the second string guys step up at a cheaper salary. But I don't know. Maybe they should change the ceiling. I guess every year the ceiling goes up as well too. The pay ceiling. So anyway.
And I remember when I first started covering the Denver Broncos in the early 1990s, they had signed this offensive lineman, a journeyman offensive lineman. I called this agent, Jack Mills, a long time. Is this guy worth that? He said, Adam, let me tell you something. If somebody's willing to pay you that, then you're worth it. And so these are the prices that quarterbacks are now being paid. I'm not going to say that they should be taking less. In fact, I would argue that quarterbacks are even more valuable. Why? They're worth more than they so far. Because a team that doesn't have one isn't going to go very far. If Dak Prescott, a quarterback, reaches the free agent market, and every team is allowed to sign him, and the Dallas Cowboys can't place a tag on him, how high is the price on Dak Prescott going to be? So that player that said that to you, are you going to say, well, Dak doesn't deserve it? No, Dak has made himself into a position where he is poised to become a free agent. He is poised to hit it just right, and he's going to make the most money, more money than any NFL player ever has. And that's not wrong. That's the system.
For Dak Prescott? Dak? You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, he's in the right position at the right time. That's how Kirk Cousins has made a living, by being, his contract is just up at the right time. You know, and man,
that's the way it's been set up. That's the way he's capitalized on it. That's the way it goes. Somebody's going to pay something. That's the way it is.
Very last question to you, and you and I can collab on this.
This is a good piece to listen to here.
Because the world is going to want to know your opinion on this. You've got the quarterback at the top position in the National Football League. Give me 2, 3, 4, and 5, the positions that are most important in your eyes. Covering football as exceptionally well as you do. Quarterback's number 1. Who's 2, 3, 4, and 5 in terms of position?
Well, I would say the next 2 most important positions would be pass rusher and wide receiver. You can make an argument for either one in today's passing age, particularly with the way these salaries have gone. You know, Justin Jefferson at 35, CeeDee Lamb at 34. Yet Nick Bosa at 34, I believe, too. So that tells you right there that pass rushers are also extremely valuable.
But is wide receiver 2 and pass rusher 3, or is pass rusher 2 and wide receiver 3?
I think there are more wide receivers being paid at higher levels. And so listening to the way front offices have acted, I'm going to go wide receiver 2. I'm going to go pass rusher 3. I'm going to go left tackle 4. And I'm going to go cornerback 5.
Wow. The great Adam Schefter. Man, I can't wait to talk to you one of these days when Patrick Mahomes is due for another contract. Because Lord have mercy with the numbers these guys are getting now. Could you imagine what Patrick Mahomes is going to get? That's unbelievable. Adam
You tell that player that whatever Patrick Mahomes gets, Stephen A., he's worth every penny.
Every penny and then some. The great Adam Schefter. So are you, my brother. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. We really appreciate it, man. Take care of yourself.
Stephen A., man, it was just
You know something.
clean. I like that get up, man. Hey, Andre, you think you look good at that too, right?
One person get paid more than Justin Jefferson. That's it. There's a single other wide receiver in the National Football League that deserves more money than CeeDee Lamb. I say Tyreek Hill is right there. I got him as a top receiver. Jamar Chase, I'm hoping you get your bag. You deserve that, bro. 33, 34 million a year. That sounds about right. Especially with how valuable Joe Burrow is to the Cincinnati Bengals. But while you're getting your money, Jamar Chase.
All right. Anyway, you know, let me see. I got it. I'm gonna stop. Anyway, let's stop. Anyway, yeah. So he was finished anyway. So, listen. I don't know, Trey. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's you, Trey. I mean, Coach Ferg. Can you hear me? I think he's still he's multitasking. But anyway, yeah. So listen, this is my last slide before the boxing. This Saturday is Labor Day weekend, and on Saturday, I think this is going to be on ESPN, the Inoue. I don't know if you like boxing or not. This guy's a junior featherweight, and the only reason why everybody doesn't know his name because he's so small in those lower weight classes. But if you ever get a chance to see this guy Inoue fight, he's an absolute monster. Actually, that's his name. That's his nickname. He's a Japanese dude, man. They call him the Monster.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. So he's got a championship fight coming up this Saturday. And I think it's going to be on regular TV. It might just be on ESPN. If not, you know, the replay definitely is going to be on YouTube that night or the next day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. A lot of fights, especially the DASN, whatever. A lot of those fights, you can get the full fights right after the fight's over, after the pay-per-view. Because it's no more Showtime boxing. no more of this box. So ESPN is showing some of these fights on the network, and
Right.
the YouTube, man, it's not really taking them down. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if so I'm not going to pay for it, not at all, because I know I'll be able to watch it. But this guy is a monster. So I'm looking forward to that fight coming up. And so then, of course, it's Anthony Joshua is the English dude with all the muscles. And Mike Tyson fight with this guy, Paul, is on again, off again. Right now they have it scheduled. Whether it's going to happen or not, it's another story.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the rematch with Tyson Fury. And then there's other fights. I only put out the fights with recognizable names.
Right.
So... so I mean that's pretty much it. Is there anything else you have to say? Anything sports related that you saw that I might have missed? Because it is a slow week. What have you been watching? Anything else?
No, I'm just watching the U.S. Open right now. That's about it.
Okay. Well, that's the big thing. That's a good. Man, they started the U.S. Open right at the right time because people are jonesing, man. I mean, because I don't know who's watching baseball. I really don't. I mean, who is watching baseball? And then I guess until the playoffs, but everybody's anticipating football coming up.
Right.
And God, man, and all I can think about is how many wings I'm gonna eat this year. I have to say I'm gonna budget my wings, man. I got the smoker going, man. I got this and that. All I'm thinking about is, what, man? My first wing and protein, and what can you say? I mean, because I remember when I used to go to the sports bar, I always had to order a wing.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. The funny thing, man, staying home has saved me thousands of dollars. When that place closed, because I think during the year when I was going to the sports bar, over the course of the football season, I had to drop at least $2,000. Yeah, man, drinks, food.
Yeah,
and I was there from 12:30 to 7:30 every Sunday. And all I think about is all the times. I said, man, I could have been home talking to my kids, man, and this and that. But they seem to turn out all right, without me bothering them. And father, man, shoot, man, that's a good 10 years in there. Oh, man. It's a good 10 years. Those Sundays, man, I was gone. And they left me alone, man. You know what? I need. It's kind of funny, just in life. A lot of guys never carve out anything for themselves when they have their family. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, when I look back on it, I kind of, some of those times probably would have been good to be home. But, man, just the pressure of keeping everything together, man. If you don't never have no outlet as a man to just, just do something for yourself. Yeah. I think that was good for me, man, to tell you the truth. Yeah. So
I mean, and it gave you a positive outlet.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
like opposed to doing something like something like you shouldn't you know what I mean.
Like cheating on your wife. Yeah. So, that's right. I mean, so they knew where I was. And it was just like, so Pops is going to be here Sunday. And that's only 7. The truth of the matter is only 17 weeks out of the year.
Right.
Right. It wasn't like the whole year. 17 weeks out of not weeks, 17 days. Because it was just Sunday.
Right.
So, it seems like a lot, but it was just 17 days because the playoffs, I was at home. I didn't have to go to the sports bar for the playoffs. Nobody did. So when I used to say 17 weeks, just like I was saying today, but the truth of the matter is it was just really 17 days. Out of 365 days, I took 17 days for myself.
Right.
And I got challenged for those 17 days a couple of times too. Shoot, man, my daughter tried to challenge me. You love this football more than you love me. I said, well, today I do. I said, today I do. Yeah. Shoot. what would Jesus do? I said he would change the time of the service. You want more men, man? Change the time of the service so we can go get out one day where nobody's on us. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We have no service going to 2 o'clock when we know the game started at 1. You know, I mean, I was belligerent about it. You know, just think about it, man. 38 years of working, and I can't get a day. I can't get one day when nobody's asking me to do anything. Shit, man. You know, you know, give me a break. You know, and those 17 days gave me, you know, gave me the strength to do everything else for the rest of the year. I think that's the way I looked at it. So it's cool.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I guess, man, that was a philosophy. I don't know where I got it from, but it just was there because I know how hard I searched for a sports bar. You know, and anytime I was out of town, I found a sports bar in, you know, California, Detroit, wherever I was. If I had to stay over the weekend on the Sunday to the football season, I found a sports bar.
Yeah.
You know, so anyway, that was just my thing. I had to see my football. It was like you know, whatever. Anyhow, man. Other than that, man, anything other thoughts, man? How's everything going? I'm gonna end the live stream here for a second.
Oh, okay.
You can stay on for a second. Stay on for a second.
All right.
Let me do this. I'll turn this down a little bit. Anyway, everyone, you know, just anybody who's listening in, thanks for listening in. Disclaimer, fair use for all the videos I use. And hey, welcome to another episode of On the Swivel at the Sports Bar. We're gonna end the live now, but hey, hang on there, Trey.